Okay, hello. We are back. We're doing another art walkthrough, and we're gonna do a classic one this time, an
Yeah.
original one, an old
Yes.
one.
And this is we did this with the old camera, so the quality is not quite as nice as we like,
Yeah,
but you can still see what's going on.
yeah. It'll work for this, I think.
Yeah.
And this was one from the early days. This was the one you surprised me with. I didn't know you were painting this.
Yes, I shocked Ben with this because I just couldn't wait to show him this thing.
You painted this while I was out of town, and then when I
Yeah.
came back, you sent me this. And all right, so
So this was the magic ale flagon or magic mug, I think we called it. And it's basically made out of ivory and gold. And it's in the Swedish Royal Treasury. This is an actual real thing. I don't think I changed anything. I think I painted it right from the catalog.
oh wow,
So what I did is I laid down all the gold in a raw sienna wash, and then I watered down some Naples yellow and just put a smidgen of raw sienna in there to put down for the ivory. And you notice that I put the mediums in, and now I'm painting the mediums and medium dark for the gold. I'll go through with a black wash over that raw sienna just to give it a little bit of a dark, kind of almost a greenish color, which you'll see in gold. And then I use that hairdryer to dry everything off. So if you use a lot of water, I'm painting it on 2-ply Bristol board. If you put a lot of water on, it's going to buckle the page. But then when you put the hairdryer on it, shrinks it right back down. So it not only dries it off, but it also makes your paper not to buckle too. And so now I'm putting in the darks, and I'm just using a black. And then I paint my lights over the top.
and then this has like a lot of characters and stuff all
Yes.
over it.
Yeah, quite a bit. The carving on it is just unbelievable. The craftsmanship of this piece is just phenomenal. I think it was made in Austria and giving to the Gustavus Adolphus, King of Sweden. I think it was given to him as a gift.
Oh wow,
Yeah, and he got 2 of these things. They're a little different.
just in case.
Just in case. King of Sweden needs 2 beers.
Yeah, in case you need two, or in case you need to like say his and hers for the wife. I don't know.
Yeah.
So the ivory is the part that you're not working on right now.
So I'm putting some shadows in
I
the
see.
ivory now. And again, I'm just using a little bit of black and probably a little bit of burnt sienna too. Putting
So
that
why
in.
do you have 2 references here? You've got the picture, and then you've got the one
The
that you
black and
printed
white?
out.
Because a lot of times the black and white one, I'll do a high contrast on it just so I can see where the edges are.
Oh, okay.
So if I have 2, I will have, and here I'm using something called a ruling pen. I had a template, and I use that ruling pen. Ruling pen is just 2 little slivers of metal, and you put paint in it, and you can draw lines and things with it. Yeah. Almost no one knows what a ruling pen is today. You got to be an old timer like me.
Because everything's digital.
Yes. Oh, digital. And then here I'm starting to put on the lights of the gold, and you can see now that gold is really starting to pop out now as soon as my hand gets out. There we go. And although this thing is very detailed, if you stick to the formula, the painting will go well. And that is to paint in your mediums, then put in your darks, and then put your highlights in over the top.
It's a very interesting thing since we've started doing these, where like the painting looks good, but it doesn't look done until the last 10 seconds of this video.
Yeah.
Where it's like, all right, this is pretty cool looking, and then at the end you just put in all the highlights, and then it pops everything out.
Yeah, it's those finishing touches that really do it, you know. And that's the thing is, I see a lot of people that get very frustrated with painting because they don't have a formula for doing it. They'll go back and forth between light and dark, light and dark. Oh, I got to mix this, and then they're ended up with a mess, and then it goes in the garbage.
Or you just want part of it to be done right. Like I would think that like if I was going to paint this, I'm like, let me just get the guy on top perfect, and then I can do the rest of it. But
But you see, no, it doesn't work that way because you have to that ivory you kind of have to paint at the same time. See, And that's where your formula comes in.
Yeah, for consistency as well.
Yes.
I imagine.
And for speed. I was a product illustrator for many, many years, and man, let me tell you, I had to bust stuff out like a maniac. And so
I bought some of that stuff.
yeah. Speed, speed, speed. And that's why I'm able to paint something like this in a single day in just a few hours. It looks complicated, and it is, but if you, again, stick to the formula, you're not overwhelmed. And you see here, I'm using my finger on my left hand to get the part where I'm painting with my right hand, so I can see where my reference is. And that way you don't get lost.
And you're highlighting these with a white?
Yes, with a white and a little bit of Naples yellow, because that ivory is just a tinge yellowy.
Yeah.
And you can see the gold is almost completely done. But it's still going to have a couple little shiny bits left. So you have to put them on at the end.
You gotta polish it.
Yes. You have to polish your gold. You only have to do it once, though, because gold doesn't tarnish.
Yes.
Silver, well, that's another story. That gets tarnished. So here we go again. I'm following where my left hand is pointing to get the details in that ivory. And because this is working from a photograph, my lighting is already established, and I don't have to worry about where my lighting's from. I just have to reference the photo.
Do you ever photograph your own stuff?
Oh, yeah. So, quite often, actually. And models, too. We photographed Thais.
Oh, yeah. For the Crystal Skull.
Yeah, for the Crystal Skull. And I had to mix her in with another soccer player. And so, and here we go. See, here's the finished details and the shiny bits on the gold here. And we're just about done. We hope you kids have learned something. There we go. Look at that.
It is, the magic mug. Amazing. All right, awesome. Well, thank you, Brian. And yeah, I guess we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.